with our legs about hip distance apart. Relax your arms, and we're going to begin with our shoulder rolls. So we circle our shoulders around, bringing them forward, up, back, and down. If there's any tightness in the shoulder or even the neck area, will help to loosen that tightness. Let's go the other way. Back, up, forward, down. Good. You can lift your arms to help circle the shoulders around, and 2 more, and 1 more. Okay, from here, stand with your arms right by your side, draw in those abs. Let's do a Pilates roll down. So we're gonna tilt our chin, but not against your chest. There's always space here. And then start to curve your back, rolling down. You look towards the back of the room, but if you're not comfortable upside down, just take it halfway. And then slowly roll it back up. Now for the first 1 or first 2, you can bend your knees a little bit if you'd like, and then try one with your legs straight, see how it feels. If it's too much of a stretch for the back of your legs, keep them bent as you roll down. Inhale at the top, exhale, roll down, relax your arms. Inhale, exhale, up, and just 1 more. Inhale, exhale. Try to inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth, and take it back up. Now from here, arms by your side. Again, we're going to tilt our chin down without lifting or rolling our shoulders, and then look up. And then chin down and up. Now eyes straight ahead, we're going to turn right, left. So we turn to one side, don't move your shoulders, and over to the other side, and 2 more, and 1 more, and then eyes straight ahead. Let's take it back into a chair position where we bend our knees, hinge at our hips, draw in those abs, and release your shoulders. Take it down an inch lower if you're comfortable with that. If not, stay right at the position you're in, and then slowly lengthen back up. Let's go into slow single squat. So we're gonna sit, reach forward, and then stand tall. With Pilates, we try to inhale through our nose, exhale through our mouth, but it's up to you if you're not comfortable with that, as long as you're not holding your breath. Inhale, sit, exhale, stand. 1 more. Okay, let's take it back down into the chair. Hold on to your legs again. Stay right here. Eyes can look down, just don't let your head hang. Keep your neck in line with the rest of your body. Glutes reaching straight back. Shift your body weight back a little more towards the midfoot to your heels. You'll start to feel that work in the quads. Take it down an inch lower. 4 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and stand tall. Okay, legs together. Let's stand nice and tall. You can take your hands to your waist or down by your side. Let's go up onto our toes with our legs nice and straight. I'm gonna move my hands to my waist. If your hands are here, just make sure your shoulders are not here. Try your best to release them. Drop your heels. Let's do that 1 more time. Take it up, hold, good, and lower down. All right, last move as part of our warm-up, legs a little wider. One hand up and over, line it up with your ear, and curve your spine to the side. And switch. Inhale, exhale, over. Good. We're reaching our arm, lifting our shoulders so we get that nice side body stretch. And 1 more. Inhale, exhale. So we'll start today standing, do a few exercises, then we'll take it down onto our mat. So let's begin with our feet even wider. Turn your legs out, make sure your knees match up with your feet. So if you look, they're in the same direction as your toes. Really tall from your head to your tailbone, and let's start off with little pulses. So again, we're turning our legs out. I'm hoping your knees are comfortable. If they're not, position your legs. You can take it in a little bit if you'd like. Just position your legs so your knees are comfortable. 8 more, 7, 6, good, and 4, 3, 2. Now hold it. Take a deep breath in, and then exhale, lengthen your legs. Try to straighten your knees. All right, let's add arms and go a little slow. We'll do some singles. Lifting your arms just shoulder height. Try your best not to lift your shoulders when your arms are up. Keep your shoulders down. 4 more. Inhale, exhale, 2, and 1. Now hold it down again. Just reach back to pulses 1 more time. Good, and 4, 3, 2, and slowly lengthen. Drop your arms and walk your feet in. Let's keep moving. Once your legs are together, hands on your waist or by your side, let's go into some alternating knees. That hinge move, very important for everyday movement. For Pilates, we want to stay nice and long in our spine. We want to avoid rounding when we lift our knee. If you feel like you have to round to lift your knee, maybe go a little lower with those knees, standing really tall. That natural arch in your lower back. 8, 7 more, 6, and 5, 4, good, 3. All right, on the last one right here, let's hold it up in balance. Arms down by your side. We're gonna do a little movement with our arms so it makes it a little more challenging to balance. Arms up, shoulder height. Good. And 2 more. And 1 more. Now bicep curls. Turn your palms towards me for 4. And 3. You got it almost done. 2. And 1. Take it down. We're gonna switch. Lift your knee. Don't lift your hip. Good. Back to lateral raises. Arms out. And 2. And 1. Turn your palms towards me. Curl it up. And 3. Good. And 2. And 1. Nice balance challenge. Feet together. Okay, turn your legs out, heels connected, toes out, contract your glutes and abs, and then take it up onto your toes. Hold it right there, just balance, draw it in those abs. Now we're gonna go into a little squat. I'm gonna take my hands to my waist. We're gonna bend our knees, lengthen, and then drop your heels. Repeat, take it up, legs nice and straight. Now we bend, we're on our toes. Lengthen, keep your heels lifted. And lower down, just 2 more. Lift, bend, lengthen, good. Okay, this is it, 1 more. Lift, this is a nice stretch for your feet. Up and lower down. Now turn your legs back to parallel hip distance apart. Take it up into calf raises. We're gonna just keep moving. Knees as straight as possible. And 8, 7, 6, and 4, standing tall, keep your chest lifted. Last one, and relax. Okay, shake out your legs. Let's go into a squat. We're gonna hold it right here. We're gonna go into a forward fold, so I'm just gonna turn to the side. Make sure you're hinging at your hips, not folding or rounding in your back. Send the glutes straight back. Now hold the back of your legs, lower your body, and lengthen your legs into a forward fold. You can hold your ankles or calves or your hamstrings. Let's go back to that squat. Stand tall. Now, if you don't like being upside down, just stay in the squat. Squat, forward fold, back to squat, stand tall. 2 more. Sit back, hold in those abs. Forward folds, look towards the back of the room. Bend your knees, squat position, and up. Just 1 more. Squat, forward fold, back to squat, and stand tall. Okay. I'm going to turn to the side for the next exercise, another balance challenge. So we'll start with our knee, then go into a scale. And your hands again can go to your waist or reach right by your body. Now right here, we're going to kick our leg that's lifted 8 times. Try not to turn your hip. 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Now take it right back up to your knee. Whoops. Try not to touch the floor. Drop it down and switch sides. Shake out your legs. Keep the leg you're standing on straight. Lift your knee. There's no change in your lower back. Send your leg back into a scale. You don't have to lift high. You can keep it low towards the mat. 8, 7, 6, and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Don't touch your mat. Come right back up to a knee. Look straight ahead and lower down. Shake out your legs. Okay, let's take it to the back of our mat. Legs together. We're going to start with 8 calf raises. Looking straight ahead, nice posture. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. Heels down. Now raise your arms, dive forward, hands to the mat. We're going to walk it out to a plank position. Hold it in the strong plank position. Reach your heels, pull up those abs, slide your shoulders away from your ears. Now walk your hands back to your feet and Pilates roll up. Okay, 4 calf raises this time. 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Arms up, dive forward. We're gonna keep moving to make it into a little combo. So walk your hands out to a plank. Now from here, lower your knees, relax your toes, and let's do some tricep presses. Point your elbows straight back. Keep your arms close to your body. You don't have to go all the way down to the mat. You can just bend a little bit. Okay, toes on the mat, lift your knees, walk your hands back to your feet. Lower your head and round it up. Okay, 4 calf raises. Now your legs can be a little bit apart if that's comfortable for you. Raise your arms up, hold in those abs, curve your spine, walk it out. Hold the plank for a couple of seconds. Drop your knees, relax your toes, and 4 tricep presses. 3, we're gonna add 1 more move. 2, and 1. Take it back to a child pose, stretch, hold it, take some deep breaths in. On your next inhale, take it back forward into a plank and walk your hands back to your feet. Okay, let's do that whole thing one more time. Stand nice and tall, arms by your side with your palms in, 4 cat raises. 3, 2, and 1. Arms up, dive forward. Walk your hands out to a plank. Hold it for a few seconds, warming up those abs. Hold it. Drop your knees, relax your toes, tricep presses. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Sit back, reach your arms. Feel that nice stretch in those back body muscles. Take a couple of deep breaths in. On your next inhale, round your back. Take it forward into extension and hold. So we lower our hips, open up the chest, looking past your mat, pulling in those abs closer to your spine, and now hips back. So you're on your hands and knees. Great job. Knees a little bit apart, cat-cow stretch. So cat-cow stretch, you can start to tuck the tailbone. We round our back and we look towards our knees or our quads, and then we lengthen and we arch. But in this arch position, we're trying to pull our abs in to support our spine. Exhale as you flex. Inhale as you lengthen and extend. 2 more. Moving our spine, keeping our spine nice and healthy. 1 more. And now find that middle position, neutral, looking down, back of your head reaching up. Now take your toes to the mat and just shift your body weight back, feeling the nice stretch in your feet. Hold it here, and then take it forward. Now relax your toes, sit back for a moment, interlace your fingers to give your wrist a little break and circle your hands around. Okay, let's go back to a plank one more time. So in that plank position, you can modify this by taking your knees to the mat and hold it here, or we hold it in this position. Stay nice and strong, arms straight, abs in. If you're feeling it in your lower back, you can try lifting your abs up towards the ceiling a little bit, or you can modify it with the knees down. 10 seconds. Okay, drop your knees, child pose stretch one more time. This time, let's hold it just a little bit longer. Take some deep breaths in, expanding the rib cage. Exhale, let all the air out. 1 more inhale. On your next inhale, sit back on your heels and slowly round it up. We're gonna do 1 more exercise on our hands and then we'll give our wrist a little break. So hands down, back to a plank, but now for hip mobility, we're gonna go into a lunge. So take one leg, our hands are under our shoulders. We're gonna bring it to the side to a lunge. This is challenging. Try to keep your hips low, feel that stretch, and now our leg's gonna go back. Now we switch sides, not easy to do. You can do this on your knees as well. You don't have to have your knees lifted. So you can do it like this in the modification position, and then you bring your leg around, same thing, and then you take it back to your knees, or continue here with your knees up. Other leg, take it back. Okay, just 2 more. Take your foot to the outside of your hand, lunge position. Take it back, 1 more, lunge. Take it back, and now let's rest our wrists. Sit back on your heels, interlace your fingers and circle. Okay, let's change it up completely. We're gonna go to a seated position. Actually, I'm gonna scoot to the side of my mat. We're getting a little closer to the front of our mat. And let's start with our feet together, knees wide, lengthening your back. Hold it right here, really sitting tall. So we're pulling those abs in and up. If you're here and your knees are lifted, that's okay. The goal is to be able to sit comfortable in this position. You can sit on a yoga block if you'd like to give you that little bit of height. Okay, now feet on the mat, hold your hamstrings, sit tall. We're gonna lean back and start to work those abs. Tuck the tailbone, hold it here. Try releasing, and we're gonna curve our arms, creating this circle. Now from here, we're gonna open up to one side, take it back in. Switch, open up to the other side, take it back in. Inhale as you rotate, exhale, center. Inhale, rotate, exhale, center. Now, if this is getting uncomfortable in your back, you can take it up a little higher, keeping our body curved, or you can just sit tall and rotate. It's up to you. Inhale, rotate, exhale, center. Just 2 more. I'm gonna take it back again. 1 more, hold it, and now sit tall. Hold your legs. Stretch your legs out straight, flex your feet. Reach forward with a hinge. Try not to curve your back. If you're uncomfortable, bend your knees a little bit and hinge forward. Reach, 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 and sit tall. Okay, point your toes. We're gonna take our hands back in a comfortable position. Legs together and lift your hips for reverse plank. Look over your body, pull in your abs and hold it here. I know this is another exercise on our hands and wrists, but this will be it. Lower your hips, sit tall, reach again, flex your feet and hinge forward, feeling that stretch in the back of your legs. Okay, take it up tall, we're gonna go down to our mat. Point your toes, start to tuck the tailbone, we're gonna roll all the way down. Big inhale, exhale all the way. Now, from here, hold your arms up, looking up towards the ceiling. If your back's uncomfortable, bend your knees. Lower one arm by your ear, one arm to your side for shoulder mobility. Feel free to bend your elbow, that's okay. Just switching, lowering your arm as low as you can go. Where you're comfortable, you just feel that little stretch. 4 more, and 3, and 2, and 1. Both arms up, and float your arms down to your side. Okay, bend your legs, keep them together, windshield wiper stretch. Drop your knees to one side, so one hip will lift, and then we lift over to the other side, and lift. Drop your knees over, and lift. 1 more, and back to the center. All right, legs a little bit apart. Now place your hands on your abs, your fingers are on your abs, thumbs on your lower back. Tuck the tailbone and press your lower back into the mat, so we're in a posterior tilt. The goal for most of our exercises is neutral, but you can do some ab work in this position. Now roll back to a nice neutral position where the pelvis is level with the mat, and then back to a posterior tilt. Squishing that imaginary grape under your lower back into the mat, and then back to neutral one more time. Posterior tilt, back to neutral. Now if you stay in neutral and you reach your arms and you curl up, see how it feels. If it's uncomfortable in the lower back, then squish that grape. Hold it here, look over your knees, arms lengthened. A few more seconds, make sure you breathe, tuck your chin down and back, and then roll it down. All right, we're gonna lift back up, but this time we're gonna do some pulses. So we're gonna reach, and reach, and reach, and reach. 8 more, exhale. 4 more, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll it down, rest your head, neck. Lift both legs to a tabletop position. Take your thumbs and place them under the glutes a little bit for a little support. You're supporting the pelvis. Now from here, we're gonna stretch one leg out, don't touch the mat, and then pull it in, switch. Lengthen the other leg, holding those abs in strong. So we're not arching or lifting the rib cage or lower back. We're trying to keep the lower back exactly the same when we reach our leg. 4 more. Breathe on the most challenging part. Try to exhale. 2 more. All right, it's gonna get a little more challenging. Now, take your hands behind your head. Curl it up and support your head with your hands. Single leg stretch, but we're gonna go a little faster. So we switch right away into the other leg. Holding your head up. Keep your back the same. If you're starting to arch, you can go back to the exercise that we were just doing. 8 more. 8, 7, and 4, 3, 2. Now both legs in, big inhale. Exhale, lower your upper body, but hold your legs up. Now from here, we're gonna lower our legs to one side carefully. Back to the center. Legs over to the other side. Use those core muscles to control this. Back to the center. Over to one side, you got it. Back to the center, 1 more. Okay, we're gonna go into single leg stretch one more time. Curl it up and repeat. We're gonna reach and reach and reach. Now you can inhale for 2, exhale for 2, or just inhale and exhale each time you lengthen your leg. 8 more. 8, 6, and 4, 3, 2. Now take both legs to tabletop. Inhale, exhale, lower everything down to the mat. Okay, relax your arms to your side. Legs a little bit apart again. Curl it up, looking over your knees and hold it here. We're gonna do mini circles with our arms. Don't move your body. Now circle your arms the other way. If your neck gets tight, you can rest back or you can support your head with one hand. Circle the other way. And switch again. Hold it by your side and lower down. Lift your legs again, reverse curls. You can use your arms for a little bit of support. We're gonna pull in those abs to lift our hips and then release. Pull in our abs to lift our hips and release. If you're feeling it more in your hips than the abs, try dropping your heels. Try turning your knees out, feet connected, and hopefully that gives your hips a little break. 4 more. 2 and 1. Slowly lower your feet, hip distance apart again. Curl it up again, reach, reach, reach. This time a little side bend. So we're gonna reach to one side, switch, switch, switch. So it's a little lateral flexion. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and center, lift, lower down. Lift your legs again. Right back into reverse curls. A few more minutes of abs. Exhale. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, lower your feet, keep them together, and lengthen your legs along the mat. All right, hold in those abs. We're gonna lift our arms and lower them by our ears. Let's do a roll-up prep. So we lift our arms back up and we curl up just a little bit, looking over our body. Stay here, but lift your arms back up. Don't roll back, and then roll down. Okay, so let's repeat. First, your arms reach up, then we lift our head and shoulders. We keep our head and shoulders lifted as we raise our arms back up, and then we roll down. Now you can turn your palms in, you can keep your palms down, it's up to you. So here's the breathing. Inhale, just your arms. Exhale, head, shoulders, arms lower. Inhale, just your arms. Exhale, lower everything. 2 more. Big inhale. Exhale. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. 1 more time, and then we'll do the full roll up. Inhale and exhale and inhale. Okay, now let's try to go all the way up. I have a little trouble getting up, so I kick my leg. I'll show you. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, try to go all the way up. If you get stuck here, kick your leg. Reach up and over, curve your body over your legs, and then stack your spine, sit tall, roll it down, tuck the tailbone 1 vertebra at a time, and repeat. Same thing. Inhale, just your arms. Use that exhale to roll up. Kick your leg if you get stuck. Navel to spine here. Inhale, stack your spine, crown of your head reaching up. Exhale, roll down. Again, breathe in, breathe out. If you can do it without kicking your leg, great. Inhale, lengthen, exhale down. 1 more. Inhale, just your arms. Exhale, roll it up. Inhale, stack your spine, exhale down. Okay, 1 more exercise here. Bend your legs in. We're gonna lift our legs and hold our hamstring. Try to straighten your legs and curl up. Now I'm looking at my knees. Let's go into scissors. Hold one leg and lower the other leg. Slowly switch and switch. This is a nice active stretch for your leg. Also working those core muscles. If your neck's tired, rest your head back and continue here. Just 8 more. And 7, you got it. 6 and 5, only 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Now inhale, both legs up, lift your shoulders, exhale, lower down, and we're gonna hug our knees. Hold onto your shin and just pull your legs in nice and close. Okay, lower your feet to the mat, stretch your arms out, drop your knees to one side, feel that nice rotation, stretch it. Let's look the opposite way. Relax into this position, feeling the stretch in the abs, obliques, maybe lower back, glute outer thigh. Now engage your abs so you can start to move and lift your knees to switch over to the other side. Look the opposite way. Hold this nice stretch. And back to the center. All right, let's hold our hamstrings, rock back all the way up. We're gonna cross our legs and take it forward into a plank because we're gonna go into downward dog stretch. So our legs are a little bit apart, toes on the mat, lift your knees. Now you can stay in this position If you don't like going upside down, or try that downward dog where we lengthen our legs, feel the stretch in the back of our legs, head between our arms, and take it back down. Let's do that one more time. Again, you can lift your knees, hold here, or take it to the downward dog, stretch. Hang out here for a little bit longer, and now slowly lower down. All right, let's go into a side position. We're gonna go right up onto our elbow or forearm, side body lifted so we're nice and straight, legs connected. Now lift your hip, it's a little side plank with your knees down. Keeping your feet connected, we're gonna externally rotate our top leg. So we lift and lower. We're holding up here, but if it gets to be too much for you, you can drop your hip and do the same thing here. It's up to you. A little bit of arm strength here. Good, and shoulder. That's it. 8 more, and exhale. And 7, and 6. Hips are stacked, shoulders are stacked. 4, and 3, you got it. And 2, and 1. Hold it a few seconds longer. Lower down. Now we have to do an ab exercise here. I'm just scooting forward a little bit. So we're on our hip, but now we're going to change that. We're going to roll back to our glute muscle, and we start to scoop and curve our spine. Lift your legs, reach your top arm over your legs. Now from here, this would be the modification, 1 foot on the mat, or try it a little more intense with both legs up. Modification, top leg only. Keep your body as steady as possible as you exhale and reach. Keep going. 4, again, you can drop your bottom leg if you'd like. 2 more. Okay, hold it out on this one. Now we're gonna try to lift our legs. Hold, hold, hold. Again, bottom leg can be here. Reach, straighten your knees, and lower down. Push away from the mat and switch sides. So we take it down onto our forearm, our elbows under our shoulder. Once you feel like you're in a good position, lift your side body. Working those obliques. Hips stacked. When you're ready, lift your hip, try it here, and then externally rotate your top leg. Good, this is a great outer thigh exercise as well. Working obliques, abs, shoulder, arm, outer thigh, external rotators. 8 more. 8, 6, and 5. Hang in there. 4, 2 more, and 1 more. Okay. Lower your hip down, roll back onto the glute, start to scoop your abs. We're curving from our head to our tailbone. Lift your legs, lengthen your arm. Ready? We're gonna reach, pull it in. Remember, modification, bottom foot down for support. Good. 6, 5, don't move your back. 3, and 2. Okay, ready, hold it out. Most challenging part of this exercise. Lift your legs, hold. 4 seconds, 3, 2, 1, and lower down. All right, let's go right into mermaid stretch. So one leg bent in front, the other foot swings behind, and we sit tall. Not always comfortable. Adjust your legs to the best position for you. If you're still uncomfortable, you can change it up where your legs are stacked, or sit on a yoga block. From here, we're gonna go into lateral flexion. One arm up and over, and then switch. Breathe in. Breathe out. 1 more. And center. Both legs in front. Let's do a little stretch before we switch sides. In a pike position, flex your feet, reach for your toes, and hold it. If you can't reach your feet, hold the back of your legs. Gently pull your body in. Try to lengthen your legs carefully. Just a little longer, and take it up. All right, let's switch into mermaid. Other leg in front. Sit really tall, pull those abs in and up, release your shoulders, and now lift one arm, you'll lift that shoulder as you go into lateral flexion, and switch sides. Good. And inhale, exhale. 1 more. And center. Both legs in front again. We're gonna go into saw. So legs are a little bit apart. If you're not comfortable here, we want a neutral position to work in. If you're not in neutral, then bend your knees so you can be in neutral. Reach your arms, don't lift your shoulders. Let's rotate to one side. Stay here for a moment. Now we're gonna reach our opposite hand to foot. Look towards the back of the room. Back on, reaching back. Take it back up in rotation, and then center. You can do the same thing with your legs straight, a little harder. Inhale, rotate. Exhale, reach. We say pinky finger to pinky toe in Pilates. Inhale, back up. exhale, center, other way. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Repeat. Look towards the back of the room, reach and up and center. Just two more, just rotating the upper body. Lower back and hips stay the same. One more. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Lower your arms. Let's cross our legs. Sit really tall. We'll go into rotation stretch, but we'll hold it. Turn to one side. Hold onto your muscle, not your knee, and gently pull your body deeper into rotation. My back hand's on the mat for support. And now over to the other side. All right, we're gonna work those posterior muscles in just a few seconds. And back to the center. Okay, let's go on to our hands and knees again. Hands under your shoulders, legs together. Hold in those abs, try not to round your back, lengthen. So we wanna lengthen the hamstring here. Don't tuck and tilt the pelvis. Neutral position. Now we're gonna lift one leg and hold it. Just balance here. Both hands are on the mat to start. Imagine you have a bowl of water on your lower back. Don't let it spill. Slowly lower down and now switch. Just notice what happens to your back when you lift. We want it to stay the same. Contract those glutes to get your leg up and lower down. Now let's add the arm, opposite arm to leg. So I'm lifting my right leg, left arm. Lifting my left leg, right arm, and just continue at a pace that's comfortable for you. Okay, 4 more, then hold it. It'll be a little balance challenge. 4, and 3, and 2. Okay, we're gonna hold it. Now in this position, we're just reaching. Our fingers are reaching forward, our toes are reaching back, pulling those abs, keep your hips even. Let's do some pulses. Lift your arm and your leg, and lift, 8 more. 8, 7, eyes looking straight down. 4, 3, 2, and lower down. Let's switch sides. Lift the other arm and leg. Hold, drawing those abs, hips even, and pulses. Lift and lift. 8 more. 8, 7, 6, and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take it down. All right, let's go down onto our forearms. Lift one leg, reaching a little higher now. We want that straight line from our shoulders to our toes. Hold it here. Just reaching, contracting those glutes. Now we're gonna bend our knee in and then kick back out. Bend, don't tuck the tailbone, kick. Bend and kick, reach. 4 more. Inhale, exhale, 2, and 1. Now we're gonna hold it, we're gonna try to curl it in, hold it, just stay in that hamstring curl, reach and lower down. Let's switch legs. Lengthen the other leg up, hold it for a few seconds, contract the glutes, lengthen your leg. Now bend it in, don't touch the mat, reach. Bend it in and reach, bend it in and reach. 4 more, in and 3, and 2, and 1. Okay, hold it. When you're ready, curl. Focus on the hamstring here, knee reaching, lengthen, and take it in. All right, let's go into a push-up position. Hands on the mat. Lengthen your legs. We're gonna lower our body down onto the mat. My fingers are angled in, my hands are wide. When you're ready, take it all the way to your mat. Relax your toes, arms 90 degrees. Hold it here for a moment. Legs are about hip distance apart. From here, we're gonna press up into a little bit of an extension, not too high on the first one, and then take it down. Now the next one, feel free to go higher, but hold in those abs. Lower down. 2 more. Let's take an inhale as we press away. Exhale down. 1 more. Okay, now from here, we're gonna try lifting our arms and legs off the mat, but we're not high. We're staying low. Look straight down. Now from here, lengthen your arms 8 times. Don't move your body. Keep your legs straight. Legs are lifted. Exhale. Inhale. Just 4 more. 2, and 1. Now with your arms bent, we're just gonna hold it. Reach your elbows wide. If you're comfortable here, feel free to lift higher into extension. See how it feels? It's a lot more work in those posterior muscles. All right, 4 more seconds. and lower down. Okay, hands on the mat, push off the mat. We're gonna go into knee push-ups. So you can position your arms so your fingers are angled in. They're on the side of your body or about the chest area. And then when we bend, we lower down. You can go all the way to the mat if you'd like, and then push back up. Let's do 8. Inhale, exhale, 7, 6, just 4 more, 2 more, 1 more. Okay, walk your hands back. Let's sit back in our heels. We're gonna take it to a high kneeling position. Once you're in that high kneeling position, step forward with one leg, your foot's past your knee. We're gonna hinge forward, look straight ahead, or you can look up if that's comfortable for you. Just make sure you're not compressing the back of the neck, so not too far, and then push back, switch legs. Other foot forward, keep your hips pointing straight ahead, and hinge. Hold it, again, look up if you're comfortable in extension with your neck as well. If not, just look straight ahead, and then push back. Okay, in a high kneeling position, legs a little bit apart, arms by your side, really pulling those abs. We're gonna lean back just a few inches. Feel the quads work, core muscles, and then take it back up. Let's do that again. Exhale. Inhale, 2 more. Exhale. Inhale, and 1 more. Okay, now from here, your body's over your knees. We're gonna lift one arm forward, up, back, and arch, and rotate a little bit, and then take it back. Good. Switch sides, lift, rotate, look for your heel, and then come back. 2 more. Big inhale, reach your arm up and over, nice for shoulder mobility. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale, and exhale. Okay, from here, hands back down. Toes on the mat, the stretch we did earlier. Push your body weight back and hold it here. So my feet are on the mat, my toes are on the mat. And then take it forward. Okay, let's go into a side position again. We're gonna go all the way down, lengthen your arm, but if your shoulder's not comfortable here, you can bend your elbow in front. You can position like this where you're supporting your head. We're gonna bend our bottom leg and lift our top leg back to outer thigh work. Make sure your hips are stacked. Start to slowly circle your leg around with a nice reach. So we really want to move our hip away from our rib cage, so there's no movement here, lots of stability as we circle. If you relax your leg or sink your hip into your rib cage, most likely your whole body will move. So lengthen and then start to circle. Good. This is a great position to think about those lower abs, drawing them in closer to your spine. Now let's go the other way and circle. And circle, good. Keep your knee pointing straight ahead, getting the body strong in a neutral position, not always turned out. Now hold your leg up, flex your foot, and little side kicks. Good. Again, keeping your body steady, so reach and reach. Keep your knee nice and straight. 8, 7, 6, and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Point your toe and lower down. Now let's bend both legs and rest for a moment. We're gonna face the mat, do a little stretch, and then we'll switch legs. So roll to your mat, face down with your arms under or your elbows under your shoulders. We're in extension. If this is too much for your back, just move your elbows wider so you're a little bit lower. We're always contracting the glutes so our hips stay close to the mat. Keep those hips open on the mat. Again, you can be a little higher. We're just gonna stay in this position. Top of your feet, hopefully on the mat. Don't turn your legs out. A few more seconds. And lower down. All right, hands down. Let's go into the knee push-up to get up. Walk your knees in, and we're gonna switch sides. Let's go back to that outer thigh position. You can create that straight line from your fingers to your toes. If it's uncomfortable, find a comfortable position for your upper body. Bend your bottom leg, lift your top leg, hold in those abs and reach. Now start to circle. Working on stability, being able to move your leg without moving your body creates that stability. It's actually more challenging than it looks to do. So just keep this leg going slow if you feel like you're moving your body, and really focus on steady here, movement in your leg. Let's go the other way and circle and circle. Now, as you circle, just think about the glutes as you extend. So we're opening here, so our legs actually behind our body, but we're not leaning forward to get our leg back. Stay stacked. Really use those muscles that extend as you circle back. That's it. 8 more. 7. Pull in those lower abs. And 4. And 3. And 2. Now hold your leg up hip height. Flex your foot and little side kicks. Kick, good. Now if you're bouncing here as you lift your leg, slow it down, reach, and slow kicks. Reach, so it takes a lot of work if you're reaching and lengthening. And 8, 7, we're almost done. And 4, 3, 2, hold it up. How about if we point again and slowly lower it down? All right, let's go on to our back. We're gonna spend a little time stretching. So once you're on your back, you should comfortably look up towards the ceiling. If your chin's up and you feel like your eyes are back, place something under your head to lift your head a little so your neck and shoulders in a nice relaxed position. Okay, so from here, we're gonna start by pulling one knee in, interlace over your shin. You can stay here, or you can lengthen the bottom leg. Again, that reaching, really getting your knee straight. The more you reach, the more you pull the pelvis into that neutral, getting a better stretch on this side. Hold it. Now it's going to get a little bit more challenging because we're going to lengthen the top leg and hold our hamstring. If it's uncomfortable, go back to the bent knee. Stay right here, gently pulling your leg in. Now flex the top foot, really feeling the stretch in the lower leg. Point and lower down. Let's switch sides. So we start by pulling our knee in. You can stay here. You can stretch that bottom leg out. Usually feels nice. This is a nice stretch. Hold it. Make sure you're not tensing up your neck, lifting your shoulders. Keep your shoulders down, away from your ears. Lengthen your leg. Hold onto the back of your leg. If you're really flexible, you can hold closer to your ankle. All right, now flex your foot and hold. Keep reaching the bottom leg. Make sure it's not relaxed. Lengthen. Point your foot and bend. Let's do that rotation stretch again. Feet together, knees together. We're going to drop our legs to one side and hold. Now you can look up towards the ceiling or the opposite way. It's up to you. Usually most people enjoy this stretch. It's a nice rotation stretch. It can stretch the back if there's tightness, the oblique area, the outer thigh, a little bit of glute. Okay, slowly lift your legs and over to the other side. You can move your feet, adjust your feet so you're comfortable. We try to keep our shoulders on the mat in this stretch. Few seconds. And always before you move, we gently engage the core muscles and then we lift our legs. Okay, let's stretch both legs up. Hold your hamstrings, hang onto your legs and flex both feet. We're gonna go into a straddle stretch. So our heels are reaching, we're holding our legs up and over our body and go into a straddle. Go as low as you'd like, it's up to you. Keep your knees as straight as possible. Point your toes and take your legs back in. Okay, bend your legs. We're gonna go all the way up to a seated position. Bottom of your feet together, lengthen your back, sitting really tall. I'm gonna try to face you for this. So we're gonna hold this stretch. It's okay if your knees are here. The goal is to eventually get a little more comfortable. You can sit on a yoga block, which helps a lot, especially in the lower back area. If you're comfortable with pulling your body up and over your legs, go ahead and do that. And hold it and breathe. Just a little bit longer. Always holding the stretches at the end of class a little longer. And take it out. Okay, now another stretch. We're going to straighten one leg out to the side, one leg bend. Try to rotate towards your straight leg and then hang onto your leg, gently pulling your body towards that leg. This can be a nice hip stretch here. Also a hamstring, a little bit of inner thigh. If there's tightness, you might feel that inner thigh stretch here. And then take it off and switch legs. Just sitting tall in this position. If you feel the stretch, you don't have to rotate and reach. You can stay right here. But if you want a little deeper stretch and you're comfortable with this, hold onto your leg and pull your body in. The more you stretch, the more comfortable you get with stretching. You actually enjoy it. It feels really nice. Usually when people first start stretching, it's uncomfortable, but it gets, I promise it gets more comfortable. and then take it up. All right, let's set with our legs crossed or kneeling position. We just want to be tall in our spine and comfortable. Take one arm up and over. We're going to hold this lateral flexion this time, so my lower back stacked straight up. I'm tilting my upper spine to one side. All right, let's take it over to the other side. Reach up and over, look straight ahead. I'm using this hand to press away so I don't end up here. Hold and center. Now, interlace your fingers, round your back, look down. We're sitting back now. I rolled a little off the sits bones. You can do the same thing in a kneeling position. Now, lengthen your arms up towards the ceiling, lengthen your back, and release. Okay, last stretch, sitting tall. Tilt your head to one side, just a gentle stretch in the neck. Try not to lift your shoulder. Keep your shoulders the same. Always pulling those abs in and up. Good, over to the other side. Nice job. Now we want to finish in a good posture. If you're not in a good posture with a cross-legged position, go to a kneeling position. So looking straight ahead, keep the shoulders open, sitting really tall. All right, let's finish today's class with a deep breath in, reach up. I always like to look up, exhale, center. So I like to go into that little bit of extension one more time. Inhale and exhale. Thank you, everyone. Nice to see you all. Have a great weekend.